Dear classmates, family, faculty, staff, and guests, it is an absolute honor to address you all this afternoon. And what a privilege it is to be in a room filled with our country's brightest educators, researchers, and school leaders. For many of us graduating today, we have spent countless hours over the past few years in K-12 classrooms. So I think some of you might relate to me when I say how there always seems to be that one kid that just won't stop asking questions, like nonstop. And more often than not, that question is just one simple word: why? And that kid used to be me. Growing up, I questioned everything. My teacher would say, "Okay, class, time to take a seat." And I'd think to myself, why? We can learn standing up. And when it came to high school and we had to learn things like the quadratic formula, I learned why we had to learn something that seemed so unimportant to me at the time. And to this day, I still don't know the answer to all of the questions I asked, especially the quadratic formula one. However, what I do know is that over time, my curiosity has only grown to try to begin to understand the challenging and complex world around me. And at Berkeley, I've been able to ask questions about the schools and systems that have shaped who I am today. In Dr. De Los Rios' class, I began to ask why English dominates our classroom in a country rich with languages, why language like my own mother tongue, Bisaya, were forced to be unlearned. In Professor Quintero's class, I learned why schools like the ones I grew up in remain so segregated to this day. And in Dr. Wilkerson's class, I began to ask why subjects like math and science become so gendered at an early age, why I, like so many other girls, were pushed out from them as early as elementary school. While each of these lessons have helped me understand why our schools are the way that they are, my new question as I move into this next chapter of my life is how? How can I make a difference? How can I begin to undo these inequalities? Now, the answer to how was not found in all of the readings and all of the lectures. It was inspiration through my classmates, many of whom are graduating among us today, who have shown me how to become the educator that I want to be. Claudia, I'm inspired by your passion for building community. Wasn't expecting to cry yet. Kefra, I'm inspired by your courage to bring challenging conversations to the classroom. Rocky, I'm inspired by your consistency and showing up and focus in class. Ethan, I'm inspired by your leadership in creating loving spaces that uplift aspiring educators. And Kelly, I'm inspired by your positive energy that reminds me daily of the joy that education can bring. Together, you've shown me that the act of receiving an education transcends far beyond just what we learn and what we teach. It is about the connection, the empowerment, and the community that it creates. Just last month, it was us, undergraduate education students, that came together to organize a protest against the federal administration's attacks on public education. And as I looked out upon the crowd from Sproul's steps, I felt this beautiful spirit of hope that together with the powerful and unique qualities that each of us brings, we are a force that is strong enough to transform the broken systems of our past and our present. That's right. Now, as I reflect on the inspiration that I have gained from all of you, I think back to 2 years ago when I transferred from my community college, College of Marin, to UC Berkeley. My mother, after seeing the enlightenment that my education had brought me, she came up to me and said, "Emma, Anak, I want to follow in your footsteps. I want to be like you." That next day, she enrolled in classes at that same community college to pursue a degree in medical assisting. After 15 years of physically demanding work caring for patients in hospice facilities. So today, while I am the first in my family to graduate from college, in just 2 days, In just 2 days, my mother, the woman who I immigrated to this country with, the woman who learned English as her third language after growing up in the Philippines, will be the second in my family to earn a college degree. I share this story to remind us that our journeys are not just our own, they are part of a much larger story. So, class of 2025, as we graduate today as the first students in UC Berkeley's history to earn a Bachelor's of Science in Education, we are the beginning of a story that will inspire generations of students to come, sparking curiosity in those who have long been searching for answers. But let us not forget that today, we are also inspiring the generations that came before us. Our mothers, our fathers, our grandparents who see in us our resilience, who see in us our passion, which inspired them to become the change makers that they still aspire to be. It is this intergenerational power and solidarity that will change the world. To the class of 2025, congratulations, Fiat Lux, and go Bears!
Thank you, Emma, for reminding us how we as educators are positioned to inspire others. What a wonderful, inspiring speech.